Greetings, you all. We are back. We are ready to make a wonderful salad dressing. Who is ready to make a wonderful salad dressing? This recipe is a hit. I have made a balsamic vinaigrette before for you that I also think is the bomb. Now this one is called Creamy Italian. So it's not like an oil-based Italian dressing that you could like use as a marinade, which I think a lot of us think of Italian dressing as like that. This is a creamy base. So it is a mayo-based recipe. And every time I use this dressing, I get rave reviews on how good the salad is. Okay, lettuce, tomatoes, whatever veggies you toss on there, that's all wonderful, right? But it's all about the dressing. So let's get started and let's see what you think, all right? So again, I am making a double recipe. I will give you some other tips on what I love this on because I love to dip my food. So this is one of those things that is just that good. So this starts out, I'm making a double recipe. So it starts out with, in my case, it'll be 1.5 cups of mayo. Now use mayo, like use real mayo. Miracle Whip is different, okay? Miracle Whip adds some other spices and it adds additional sugar. I don't think you should do that. Stick with mayo. So we use Hellmann's Light in our household, so that is what I have got and that's what I'm using. So we're starting with 1.5 cups. I make mine in the food processor. I'm sure you could make it in a blender if you wanted to, just whatever you want, I guess, whatever's gonna really mix this up well for you. All right, so there's my mayo. Next thing is gonna be 2 tablespoons red wine vinegar. Now in a pinch, if you don't have red wine vinegar, and I've done this before when I've run out, I will use like half red wine and half vinegar and it's worked just fine. So if that is not something you have in your house, don't sweat it. You can always make a substitute. Okay, so again, this is just gonna add, oh, it's a brand new bottle. I gotta open it. This is gonna add brightness, adds that acidity, that little extra tanginess and bite, okay? So we are adding, what did I say? 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. Okay, next thing, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And again, that's gonna add some acidity. I will grab that. Now I think fresh lemon juice would probably be even a better option. Lemons aren't something that I use a lot to keep fresh. So I do think the bottled version is just fine for my purposes anyway. I think it'd be different if you were making a drink or something where lemon was really the star of the show. In this, it's not. We're adding some more acidity, okay? Next thing would be 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. We happen to use canola here, so I'm using canola oil. Any vegetable oil is fine. 2 tablespoons. Okay, next thing, 2 tablespoons of water. So I'm gonna grab some water. One. 2. Can you hear Tucker barking outside? I don't know what he's barking at, but he thinks it's very important to protect the property, I guess, so whatever. Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Lea & Perrins is what we use, and I would consider that a very good quality one. So quality matters. I've said that before. Stick with something that you like the flavor of. If you don't like the flavor of it by itself, chances are you're not gonna like it in something else. Okay, next thing would be a full teaspoon of dried oregano. I'm using Turkish from Penzeys for my dried oregano. So 1 full. And then I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of sugar. So just a little sweetness to counteract that acidity that we put in there. 1, 2. And the last thing we're using is some garlic. Now this calls for 2 cloves of chopped garlic. Okay, so if you want to mince it, that's fine. But the food processor or blender or whatever contraption you're using to mix this up should take care of that final step for you. So however you want to do that is fine. I am just chopping mine pretty rough chop here. And I tend to go over on my garlic. to others' dismay sometimes. I really love garlic. So if my cloves are smaller in nature, chances are I'm gonna use 3. So chances are I use 3. Okay, 3 is what I did, but whatever you want is fine. So now we're gonna just blend this up. Let the machine do the work for you. It's a wonderful thing. There we have it. And it does kind of make a little mess, but it is wonderful. Now I store mine in a Tupperware container with a pour spout on it. So it's got the pour spout and it's all ready to go. It's gonna shake really nice for me, and I will show you what this looks like. Very smooth. Do you see that creamy goodness? It is so delicious. Now this is wonderful, like I say, just over a mixed green salad. So I would say what I would use in here at our home would be like a spring mix, a spinach, something of that nature. I also like to put like coleslaw mix intermingled in the spinach or the greens because it just adds that bit of crunchiness. Instead of using a crouton, you can just use the cabbage, the coleslaw mix, right? Carrots, grape tomatoes are delicious this time of year, I find anyway, and peppers of any color. So green, yellow, orange, red, they're beautiful, and you can get those good any time of year as well, especially if you get them from your garden, right? Black olives are great with a salad like this. And then the last thing that I would do, yeah, if you want a crouton on there, they're always good. You can, Parmesan cheese. Use, instead of like the grated stuff you get in the can, get like the slices, the sliced stuff. Delicious, okay? So it's gonna be like a shard of it. Now this dressing, yeah, oh, it's so good. Like I say, I love to dip my food, so what we will not be using on our salad this weekend for the dinner we're having here, I will dip pita chips in this stuff, like dip, like French onion dip or ranch dip or whatever. It's that good. It's delicious. So I challenge you to give this a try and tell me what you think. And again, if you have any recipes to share with me, please do so. Please do so. But thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys have something wonderful planned on your agenda today, and I hope you have something wonderful planned for your menu today. Have a great one.